It's been close to 9 years since we lost our dear friend and our colleague Stuart Scott to cancer, and it's my pleasure to introduce one of his daughters, and that is Sydni Scott. Shout out to Taylor. We're thinking of her as well. One of the most amazing things you guys have done is carry on his legacy and his spirit. You guys had a special dinner here set up last night with the V Foundation, the Stuart Scott Memorial Cancer Research Fund, raising over $2 million last night. Give us an idea, what's unique about this fund?
So here's the thing. Tonight, there are aspects of my father's legacy that we are carrying on. The sports side of it, we've got that covered tonight, right? On the other hand, what this fund does is it funds minority researchers and it funds researchers who are focused on healthcare disparities in communities of color. And so we see that there are these massive differences in the way that healthcare outcomes affect communities of color. And so we are funding research that is targeting those specific instances and researching why to improve those healthcare outcomes and decrease those disparities, and it's amazing. I'm proud to be a part of it.
He would be so proud of you, a 2022 Rhodes Scholar,
yes,
studying at Oxford.
I am, yeah.
Taylor's a filmmaker as well. We are thinking of her tonight, specifically too with the money raised. Over $2 million this past night.
Last night, yeah.
Hours, right? And then that's over $18 million. What I love about this is you're raising this for research, and this is all about the V Foundation and why we celebrate right now in carrying Jim Valvano's legacy. Each and every day, you carry your father's spirit, whether it's eating ice cream, right?
Yes.
Educating the public. How important is it for this type of research?
So I met someone just a few years ago. It's a black man, a father who had the same type of cancer my dad had, appendiceal cancer. And he sent Taylor and I a photo of him with his daughter. So really, you know, what it is about is families having more time together. And so the opportunity to be a part of that, to see what this means for black families, for black communities, that's really what this fund is about. And, you know, it's an honor to really be a part of that.
Think about your dollars. 100% goes to cancer research. For some perspective here, because over $18 million raised for the research for more than 50 researchers, right? Then they carry it out. And that group has created over $2 billion of more money in this research to set up over 100 clinical trials. And that's the difference, right? Getting a better understanding on how to continue this fight.
It's clinical trials, it's patents, it's research publications. All of these things are fielding data about how we resolve cancer overall, and specifically how we target communities that have been left behind in cancer research in the past.
I say to that, booyah.
Booyah, yes.
Booyah to all of that,
Thank you, yes.
For a lot of people that have, of course, followed Stuart through the years, you were the little girl, right? And now you're a grown woman, of course, still studying now at Oxford. What are you doing at Oxford?
So at Oxford, I am focused actually, this is where this led me, is these racial disparities. I'm focused on studying racial inequities and reparations. And so that is the way that I am trying to carry on my father's legacy.
He'd be so proud.
Thank you.
What we are missing right now is some Baileys and ice cream here on the set.
If just we had it, my goodness, we would have a good time.
Sydni, thank you so much.
Thank you.